All right. Hi, everyone. I'm going to get out of this and we are going to do our weekly energy forecast. So, this is for the week of June 3rd. And I did just pick some cards to see if what I was picking up on would come through with the DMT cards. And it did, of course. So at the end of this, we will do a transmission. And if you haven't already, you might want to grab your copper card so that you can use the same codes on your end and just enhance that experience. Okay, so what is going on in the frequency patterns for the week? So, what I'm getting is kind of unpacking the backpack. It's getting rid of the things that aren't working. So, just looking in your life on where maybe you're putting more energy into and not really getting a whole lot back. This could be in a relationship, this could be in your work, it could be like even a routine that you're doing. Is there something that you're pouring all this energy into and you're not, I don't want to say seeing the results, but let's just say it for what it is. You're not getting back the energy that you're putting in. Looking at those aspects of your life, for some of you, I'm really feeling because the energy of June is really kind of enhancing relationships. It may be, what relationships are you pouring yourself into and it's not being received on the other side? It's like, what relationships are draining you? And same with your workspace. And this week, I posted the career in finance activation. Maybe this is a great time this week to really focus on, and if you're not working, there's always something that you're putting your energy into. It could be a hobby, it could be a book you're writing. What is working and what's not? And looking at the things that aren't working and being willing to stop putting so much energy there and start opening up to the spaces that are. Pour into the things that are working, that are lighting you up, that are bringing in that inspiration. And that doesn't mean that everything is supposed to be easy, but it is important to look at maybe the parts of your life that have moved over to the other side of, they were maybe a little challenging and you had to put a little bit more energy into it. But normally, those things, after a little bit of time, will start to even out and they'll start to open up, and you'll be like, oh, thank goodness I kept putting my energy into that. This is something different. This is that you consistently are putting energy into something and you're not getting those little moments of inspiration of, oh, thank goodness I'm continuing to put my heart into this. Because the thing is that as we ascend, there are going to be times where we have to use spiritual discipline in order to continue the path. This doesn't mean that you don't continue the path of wherever it is that you're going, that desired space of manifestation. It just means as you're on this path, what the invitation for this week is, what is pushing me towards my goal? And what is creating interference? And being willing to really look at that and see if there's some changes that need to be made. It's interesting because the codes that came through were 5, which is changing. This could be perspective. It could be changing how you're doing it. It could be taking the little parts of how you're doing it that are working and then adding something different to it. It could literally be that maybe you're only posting on your YouTube channel and now you're going to post on your podcast as well. That same thing. So it's not taking a lot more time, but you're getting more out of it. That is the energy of the week. Is where can you shift perspective, or where can you pull just a little bit of energy, put it into something that's working and get more out of it? Okay, so let me see. I think what I'd like to do is let's go ahead and I'm going to pull for clarification, see if there's something just a little bit deeper that we need to go into. Okay, interesting, because I pulled a journey card a journey card, and it was another 5. So there's definitely some changes that need to happen this week. Then you got the 9, which is mastering the matrix, is mastering the illusion of the mind. So what shift of perspective will bring in more creative energy? So as we do this activation, maybe allow yourself to open up to a space of, if you're not sure what needs to shift, invite that in for clarity so that when you go throughout your week, it's being shown to you. If you have a pretty good idea of what that is, invite that in and allow it to shift so that you can have the experience of what is coming in next or enhancing and building upon what is working. All right, so if you have your copper card, go ahead and grab that. If you don't, that's okay. We'll just do it through the codes. And we're going to start with the 5. So before we get started, if you have the copper card, put your thumb on the symbol right here at the top. This is the evolution technology. And this is going to just reset your body to that frequency of 963. If you'd like to shut your eyes and put your hand on your heart space, you're welcome to. And we're going to breathe in that white blue light, allowing it to trace along the brain, moving down through the spine and out through the mouth. Beautiful. And then in the next breath, allowing the light to trace along the brain and moving down through the spine. And then having it fill your heart space, feeling that light as it enters your bloodstream, as it spreads throughout your entire body, and then breathing it in one more time. And as it moves down through your spine, feeling it as it moves into the pineal gland and expands, releasing the frequency of DMT or 963, source intelligence. All right. And then placing your thumb on the 5, and then just shutting your eyes. If you'd like to look at the code, I'm going to invite you to do so. And just feeling the code as it enters your pineal gland and begins to spin. So it activates every cell of your body, releasing the frequency of change, the shift, and inviting that intelligence to guide you in this shift. What needs to change? What needs to be unpacked from your backpack? Give you a little more space, lighten your load. Just inviting in that frequency, the willingness to shift so that you can move into flow and abundance, ease and grace. And then we'll activate the 11. So if you have your copper card, go ahead and put it here. If you want to look at the 11, go ahead and do so. And you're inviting in consciousness beyond your programming, higher perspective. Feeling that code as it activates in every cell of your body. Turning on that mastermind, the ability to see beyond what you see, to experience beyond the experience of your programming. It's activating that 963. What is it to have the experience through the frequency of source? What information is in that frequency? Co-creation, the mastermind between you, your consciousness, and attuning your consciousness beyond your programming. And then we're going to go to the 1, that full reset. This is the inventor energy, new thought, leadership. What wants to come in? Once you're willing to let go of what's not serving you, what comes in next? So if you like to put your finger on the one, do so, allowing the frequency to move in through your third eye into the pineal gland, allowing it to spin as it activates every cell of your body, putting you into the frequency of new beginnings, new ideas, solution, inspiration, leadership. And if you have an intention that you're working with, go ahead and just allow that intention to upload into your quantum body as you just upgraded your software system to have the experience of this beautiful shift that's coming in for you this week. What will you experience? What will you say yes to? What do you need to say no to? Allow these codes and the frequencies that are coming in to enhance your experience, give you something to focus on through the frequency of 963 or an intelligence beyond your programming. All right, everyone, I'm sending you so much love. Definitely let me know, what are you changing this week? What are you taking out of your backpack? I want to hear about it. And if you haven't already, I invite you to like and subscribe. Until next time, sending you all so much love.